Okay. Second day weekend. I wanted to do another story chapter for today. Since I've got the strength to spare for now to progress a little further, I wanted to keep going and see if we can meet up with Grabe again. See if we can possibly somehow make amends.
Moving.
So yeah, let's get into
Girl
it.
to the rescue!
So yeah, I'm at 38, stage is at 36, microburger, gonna press over 37, so that should be fine for now.
Very well. Moving on.
Although after this chapter, I might struggle for a little bit.
It is not. I should start preparing for the next. Here we go.
I'm just running out of ways to level these girls up. Rappy?
Yes, Commander?
Why did you preemptively attack Grave?
Hold up. Are you saying that Rappy is the one who attacked first?
Kinda, yeah.
Not that lady?
I need an answer. Grave meant us no
the
harm.
thing she is keeping inside that coffin is a heretic. Anichiro.
Did you just say what I think you said? A heretic?
And Chiro, huh?
She clearly values it highly. Based on her words and actions thus far, my guess is that she wishes to resurrect Anichiro.
Shifty?
One moment. I'm collating the data right now. There's not much to go on.
That's shocking.
But according to this, she was the first heretic. There's also a brief report about her being shot down, but nothing else. This data is over 100 years old.
That's all
She
they
must
have?
be
Not that it was the
dangerous.
God Squad that took her down?
What makes you say that? Typically, the first iteration of any model is incredibly strong, especially prototypes.
Why is that such a trend?
Probably so if she's the forebearer of the heretics. Her power must be unimaginable. That's a good point, actually. But one second, Rappy, how do you know about Anichiro? I would like to know that myself. The only way you can turn up any information on her is by specifically searching for it.
I know her. Or rather, I knew her.
Red Hood.
Yes. I can't be certain, but it seems Red Hood has met Anichiro before. My mind is flooded with intense memories and emotions. Not least of all, rage.
Sounds like they could have been mortal enemies.
There's no way to know for sure. What is certain is that we mustn't allow Anichiro to be resurrected. If she were to awaken now, none of us would stand a chance against her.
But I thought taking down heretics was our thing? We practically eat them for breakfast.
Not this one.
This is apparently one meal we can't have.
We're dealing with an entity from over a century ago. She's most likely equipped with technology that's long been considered lost. Our objective is twofold. Track down Grave, and destroy Anichiro.
First things first, we'll track Grave down. As for how we deal with Anichiro, I'll make a decision after I've assessed the situation further.
Roger.
Boy, do we have a lot to learn, huh? This is gonna be quite the adventure.
I will send you all away.
How are they gonna tell this story through the... like this? Through the main campaign?
Hold on a little longer. I can still keep fighting.
Even if I could technically progress through further chapters without having to quick battle, it would just take a lot longer to do.
Everything superfluous will be
Which I don't really want to
paradise.
drag out, with having to do every single battle around the stage. So that's why I would prefer to have my team strong enough to do the quick battles and keep progressing smoothly.
Now is the time of true beauty.
I should start preparing for the next class.
Hey there.
Mana, what are you doing out here? How are things going?
Better than expected. Things are progressing quickly. We're keeping the Harmony Cube in check, and once the A-pillar arrives, we'll be able to start.
What about Absolute?
There were Raptures armed with anti-air artillery nearby, so they went to deal with them.
Just the 3 of them?
Yes.
They are absolute.
Commander, we should join them.
Alright, let's go.
I have something to confess. I fell asleep during the mission briefing. I haven't got a clue what Mana is doing here, what the stakes are, and what's going on with Absolute. You're shouting it like you're proud of the fact you know nothing. Naturally, I always hold my head high.
Yeah, man.
If you hadn't nodded off, you'd know that Absolute is harnessing the Harmony Cube in order to destroy the crystal. Isn't that right, Mana?
Not even a little bit.
Did I at least get some keywords right?
Sorry, Mana, but could you just explain to us again?
Fine. Based on the investigation the central government conducted on the E2 crystals,
Man, you all love these kinds of names, don't you? First Material H, now E2 crystals.
Anish, just for
this
now?
substance was deemed highly dangerous to the Ark and classified as risk level SS. At the same time, as it was determined that it didn't have any positive effect on the surface's ecosystem,
I guess it's
any
just the
further
game's way of
research would serve no
reminding the
purpose,
player where they left
and the
off.
decision was made to eradicate the
I assume there's
material.
a gap between this chapter and the
For some
last chapter and
perspective,
this one.
heretics were designated as risk level S. These E2 crystals, meanwhile, are one level above even that. The Harmony Cube located here is outdated and not well maintained, but it is still capable of running calculations pertaining to the construction of the Ark. By setting this Harmony Cube loose on the nearby infested E2 crystals, we will overwrite the basic structures of the Ark here, which are known as lost sectors. The structures generated by this Harmony Cube are composed of glass, which makes them perfect for dealing with E2 crystals. Our strategy is to fill the area with these glass structures and push back the E2 crystals.
And this place will be the epicenter of that operation?
No.
Oh, okay. Care to elaborate?
We intend to use an A-pillar which will act as a stake of sorts.
An A-pillar.
We will insert this A-pillar into the most densely packed area of the crystal region, from which the basic structures will expand outwards. By repeating this process multiple times, we'll eventually fill the area with these structures.
I wonder how that's going to look.
What you need to do now is join up with Absolute and proceed with the mission. They've been fully briefed on this operation, and have even completed a simulation.
Alright, no issues on my end.
Anything else we need to know?
What do you mean?
What about Grave?
I haven't seen any sight of her yet.
Understood then. Alright, let's go meet up with Absolute. It'll be nice to see Vesti and Emma again. Been a while since we've
Here
seen
we
them in the
go.
story.
Coming. It is not becoming to rush.
I shall grant you victory, Your Grace.
On my way. Should I begin?
Here we go.
I should start preparing for the next. Moving. They are humanity. Moving.
Commander.
Oh my. You came.
Hey girls.
Hurry up, you idiots. This is why.
Hey Unwa.
Sorry. Inferior people like us walk kinda slow. For every 3 steps you take, we only take 1! Oh, how useless we are! We're not worthy.
This jeering I can
We're
accept.
not worthy. This is fun.
I knew we'd all get along swimmingly.
Like a
Give me
house
a
on
sit
fire.
The container with the stakes is going to be transported over by air in a while. There's a possibility it could be shot down before landing, so we need to clear this place of raptures.
What? You're still not done? Jeez, Absolute has really fallen off.
We were waiting for you.
What? It's just that I've heard so many stories about how remarkable the counters are. I wanted to see it for myself.
It's not that we're doubting you. We simply want to see what you're capable of.
What is this, some kind of test we have to pass?
That's a rather blunt way of putting it. But yes, more or less.
Come on. Show us what you can do.
What's the point of this? Are you still obsessed with who's the strongest?
Be quiet. You abandoned us and left us in the lurch, only to sidle up with a third-rate squad instead. You must have had a reason to do that. I'd like to know what it is.
Yeesh, jealous much?
Do you ever shut that trap of yours?
If you still want these lips, why don't you come give me a kiss? Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Why do I even bother? You've got 3 minutes until the container arrives. Clear this place out before then.
Alright, let's go everyone. Show them what you can do.
Commander, we don't have to go along with this ridiculous game of theirs.
Nah, let's show them. Let's show them what we're made of.
Okay, let's go. You want to witness the greatness of the counters firsthand? You got it. I might just have to unleash the full power of my supervision. I'd advise against that.
Don't think that'll be useful
your
here.
glass is twinkling slightly.
Why do you all...
Rappy, let's show them that you made the right choice.
Just take it easy and do what you always do.
Well we work together.
You girls got this. Come on now.
It's time I teach all of you a lesson.
Big crystal feet. Big crystal there. At least it's nice and open.
Everything superfluous will be banished from paradise. Glass slippers, full contact. Pour out. Time to finish. Pathetic.
See what my team is capable of. Nothing like this won't bring them down for sure. Not at all. They can stop teleporting around and show themselves.
I'm glad I was able to protect everyone.
Finished.
What do you guys think?
What's your
I thought it
time?
was impressive, personally.
Let's move to the mission area.
Hey, you could at least give us some feedback. Yeah, if you're not gonna leave a review, then you at least ought to pay us. Ooh, she's not saying anything. That must mean she's gonna pay us. Nice.
It seems you're finally capable of not being complete morons all the time. And in a fairly short amount of time, too. Impressive.
What is wrong with her? Such effusive praise. You don't have to be so nice.
There are some caveats, however. The Squirt and the squad leader are competent. I can't say the same about you two. It's not a major issue for now, since the skill gap isn't too significant.
Didn't we go over
But
this
as those
before?
two grow stronger, both of you will only end up dragging them down. It's not that you haven't grown. You just haven't improved enough. You need to do better.
Yeah, I knew that.
Good. As long as you're aware.
Will we ever get a
Now
better,
let's
like,
move.
Anise and Neon, besides their battle suits?
Wow, that was amazing.
Surely at
You
some
guys
point
work
down the future,
together
right?
so well
if we can
as a
get Red
team.
Rappy, then maybe we can get like a
That you hardly
Gold
notice your
Anise
firepower
or
is lacking.
Azure Neon.
Our firepower is lacking? Oh, sorry. I may have said too much. I'm sure you'll eventually find weapons that are better suited to you.
Come to think of it, have any of you ever upgraded your gear?
There's no need for us to wantonly upgrade our loadout. What we're using right now suits us perfectly.
If you say so.
Sorry to interrupt, but the container has arrived. The initial setup is expected to take 20 minutes.
In the meantime, we'll proceed to the designated area.
Roger that. I'll have it ready to fire when you give me the signal.
Let's go.
Alright then.
Very
But
well.
yeah, I understand that
Moving
Ralphie
on.
has like the background to get better, but surely at some point Anise and Neon will get like some real upgrades too.
It is not becoming
button.
to rush. I will go slowly.
Right.
Here we
this way.
go.
Should I begin?
Very well. Moving out.
What a truly
We got a
beautiful.
little bit of a
Here we
hint
go.
towards Neon at
It
least
is
for their
what a
glasses at
truly
least, so
beautiful story this
maybe that'll
was.
lead to
It is
something
not
more down the
becoming to
line.
rush. I will go slowly.
Coming.
Moving.
Destination reached. Requesting further guidance as to where the stakes will be driven.
I'll do it.
Neon takes a flat disc out of her pocket and places it on the ground.
The stakes will land where that disc is. Everyone, step back. Go ahead, Mana.
Coordinates confirmed. Launching A-pillar towards the guidance signal. A-pillar launched. Handing over control to the operator for the landing procedure.
I thought A-pillars were
Roger.
missiles.
Assuming
Should we really be
control.
standing this close here?
Huh? Shifty is piloting it? Yes. I'll be steering it to the guidance signal.
I'm not overly familiar with this control system.
Wow! You must be really good at this then, Shifty. I wouldn't go that far, but it was covered in my curriculum. There are a few tricks you can learn, and the whole process is easy to replicate with a flight simulator.
Mm-hmm.
I see. Oh, like that, yes. And... got it. It should land any moment now.
A massive white pillar plummets from the sky and lands upright on the ground. Upon impact, there's a resounding thud and massive plumes of dust emerge in its wake.
Landing complete.
Checking alignment. Initiating link with Harmony Cube. Hub designation complete. Computational power amplification confirmed. Initiating art creation sequence.
The white pillar begins to vibrate. Feels like the ground itself is rippling.
Everyone, brace yourselves.
The ground begins to undulate with wildly, and white blocks begin to shoot up like seedlings sprouting out of the ground. At the same time, the crystals in the area shatter in pieces. Some blocks rise for a moment and stop, while others continue to surge up into the air, seemingly without an end. They assume a panoply of different shapes, triangles, ovals, diamonds, and more. After a few moments, the blocks cease their movements. And what was once a foreign land, now there's a familiar landscape. It's become a lost sector.
Construction complete. A-pillar status all normal. Linking with Harmony Cube and expanding the area.
I'm sure Gray was gonna have some
Holy crap,
upsets about
place
this.
is unrecognizable now.
Think of this pillar as a pseudo-Harmony Cube, one which was created by the Harmony Cube itself. We can expand the structures around the area where the A-pillar is embedded. Being made of glass, all of this material is immune to the E2 crystals, so it can push them out. Additionally, the A-pillar is tied to the Harmony Cube's computational power, so the more you install, the better the Harmony Cube's computation ability.
Huh.
I didn't quite catch all of that.
I followed it enough.
None of this makes any sense to me.
More stakes
How
down,
can
more
structures
Harmony
just
Cube power,
appear out
more
of thin air?
building.
You're right. It doesn't make any logical sense. But you just saw it with your own eyes.
How does the science behind all of this work? Although, to be honest, I don't think I'd understand even if you did explain.
That's classified information.
Of course it is.
How come?
Do you really think this process follows the laws of physics or basic energy principles?
I don't think so.
I mean, it
I
should.
guess? I don't know. None of this makes any sense.
That's precisely why it's confidential. Does that answer your question?
Not at all.
Perfect.
Be quiet.
Aren't any of you curious about this?
You just said yourself that you wouldn't understand even if you were given an explanation.
It's like watching a documentary on quantum physics. Even if you don't understand every bit, it's still nice to know.
Try and use that pea brain of yours for 1 second. If the reason why this stuff works the way it does wasn't classified...
Sorry, all her
and
brains
it
went into
was
her
something
boobs.
that everyone could
You wouldn't know about that,
understand,
would you, Una?
it could end up being used for terrorism. Like you said, it defies all common sense. Do you really think something like that will be easy to understand?
Probably not.
Exactly. Hence why it's classified.
For someone who says they don't care, you've got an awful lot to say about it.
I don't know. I don't need to know.
So our objective is to plant these pillars here and there? Then these structures that manifest as a result will wipe out all the crystals?
Correct.
Sounds kind of fun. Like a game.
We're moving out.
A bit like Risk in a way.
Let
Take our
us get
forces,
off
bring
to
them
a
somewhere else, take
beautiful
over that
start.
land, build our own land on top of it. Or maybe Monopoly would work. Then again, we're not really using any money for this.
Everything superfluous will be banished from paradise.
Return to where you belong.
Don't you dare.
I'm sorry.
Ah, bastards. Ah, thank God, it's not the,
Everything
thank God, it's not the
superfluous will
shield
be
guy.
banished from paradise.
I hate when those things are the final boss of levels. It's so annoying to shoot down.
Glass slippers, full contact.
Pour out.
Now is the time of true beauty.
And it's gone.
What a truly beautiful story this was. I am most pleased with it.
Whoa. Oh, cool.
Moving.
On my way.
Coming. Here we go. Rapture's eliminated.
It is not being
Encounter.
It's already crossed over into 737.
Here we go.
I shall grant you victory, Your Grace. Very well. Move.
Boom, girl.
On my way.
I shall grant you victory, Your
Moving.
Coming.
It is not what a truly beautiful story.
Here we go.
Coming.
Hey there, thanks for the
On my
lyric.
way.
Hope you're doing well.
Eliminated.
Moving.
Boom, girl.
It is not.
I'm glad I was able to protect everyone.
On my way.
Encounter.
I might have to just upgrade them more somehow. Ah,
On my way.
I'll figure it out when I get to that point.
That's strange.
What is it?
We installed the A-pillar, but the Harmony Cube's computation speed isn't increasing as expected. Since the A-pillar is also a computation device for the Harmony Cube, the computation speed should increase with each installation.
Is there some kind of
Is it
problem?
not increasing at all, or just not by
We
as much
ran
as
a
you thought
check,
it would?
and the equipment doesn't appear to be defective.
Something is attacking it from the outside.
Yes. I suspect that someone is hijacking the data.
Grave. Can you go through the records and backtrace it?
We missed our chance this time, but we should be able to run a trace the next time they try again.
Okay, I'll get things ready. That pilgrim grave? Is she strong?
Very.
Yes.
How strong?
I'm not sure. We haven't really gone toe-to-toe with her yet.
If her level is
Not for an
anything
extended amount
comparable
of
to
time, at
yours,
least.
then we already know what to think of her skills. Not much.
I wouldn't underestimate her if I were you. You'll end up regretting it.
And with a
Yeah.
hole in that giant head of
Even when
yours.
Rappy used Red Hood, she barely managed to...
Yeah, shush.
Whoops! Sorry, I wanted to boast about Rappy and got carried away.
What are you talking about?
Well... Rappy becomes stronger when she wears a red bandana. Have you ever heard of the Red Turban Rebellion?
Ah.
You don't have to pretend. We know all about it. About Rappy's secret past and what happened to her?
Oh, well, that simplifies
Did
things.
Ingrid tell you?
Yes. She said we needed to know.
Since we were comrades and all.
I'm sorry.
Well, that was nice
I
of
didn't
Ingrid.
mean to keep it a secret.
No need to apologize. You never considered us comrades anyway. Since when were you ever forthright with us? Never. Both when you were with us and after you left.
So whiny.
You've always kept us in the dark. So don't say you're sorry. You never expected anything from us. So we stopped expecting anything from you.
I don't feel that way.
What was that? Come on, let's move.
Una rushes forward.
Some people never change. Rappy, did you really leave without telling them? You didn't have your memory wiped or anything before you left, did you?
My lights don't
No.
work on here.
Nothing happened.
That's right. That's precisely the problem. Nothing happened. Anyway, that's all in the past, so we shouldn't dwell on it. We should keep moving.
Right. She puts on that tough front, but I know she's just
Safety first!
feeling a little hurt inside. And she's very abrasive about it. Not in the cute tsundere way. She's just kind of annoying about it.
Everything superfluous will be banished from paradise.
Last slippers, full contact. Pour out.
Time to finish this.
There are more?
Ah, get out of here. Don't want you here.
Everything superfluous will be banished from paradise.
Don't do it. Hurry.
Return to where
Perfect.
you belong.
Got up before he could stop me.
Time to finish this.
I'm glad I was able to protect everyone.
I have a question for all of you.
What is it?
What's Absolute doing here? What kind of question is that? Is our being here making you uncomfortable? No, that's not it. It's just that... Don't you think you all being sent here is a bit overkill?
For this situation, I think
see.
not. Actually, I was a bit curious about that myself.
The goal is to use this C-pillar to push back the areas overridden with crystals, right?
A-pillar.
Right! A-pillar! Call me crazy, but I don't think you guys are the only ones who could get this job done. In fact, there are probably plenty of people better suited to handle this type of job.
I mean, this is a very
What do you
dangerous
think?
area, so...
I'm a real super sleuth, aren't I?
Can't we just send any
Novel will
any
be green with
any
envy.
normal squad here?
You could have at least chosen a more impressive person to measure yourself against. However, you do have a point. This kind of job seems a bit out of Absolute's wheelhouse. I figured you all would bring some kind of special vacuum that'd suck up the crystals or something.
And what makes you think that?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
You can't think about any mission from merely one perspective. You've got to consider it from all angles.
I don't get it.
And that's why you're all inferior.
Darn. I think we just got demoted.
We're here because the chance of encountering pilgrims and heretics is high.
Right, that.
That pilgrim called Grave doesn't seem to be the friendly type.
Not anymore,
Plus,
at
there have
least.
been traces of other intelligent life forms here. We also know for certain that a heretic is roaming around these parts as well.
So you all were sent in as a military force to combat the heretic.
Which is just gonna
Correct.
upset Grave more.
Then why not send Matisse? They're adept at fighting too.
Why do you think?
Because they don't get along with Absolute?
Their weapons and power sources rely a lot on electricity.
Ah,
They'd be a movable feast for these crystals. That's why they can't come here.
The only thing we know for sure is that there's a heretic here, but we don't know anything about her. Therefore, squads with experience in dealing with heretics
probably
are
shouldn't go
chosen,
telling them that it's Anichiro
which means
here.
us and you. We ought to be thanking this heretic for giving us a chance to meet.
Yeah, especially since you guys have been so busy lately. You're becoming real big shots.
Things definitely have changed since when I first joined the team. Don't you feel like we've been on a roll since I joined? We've got the commander to thank for our turn in fortune, not you.
Thank you, Anise. I have been working really hard. It's not easy to train all of you up
On
like
my
this.
They
Give you all
are
an equal
doing
amount of
very
attention.
well. Moving out.
Rapture's eliminated!
Moving.
Coming. It is not.
Rapture's eliminated!
On my way. Moving.
What we got here? And more money.
Here we go!
Encounter. On my way.
Arriving at the second area. Proceed with installation.
Something gonna happen
Let
here?
me do it this time. Unwa, give me your chest.
What?
I need a flat surface to put this disc on.
Keep talking and see what happens.
Whoa, easy. You're not really going to shoot me, are you?
I'm not going to kill you. I'm just going to blow your lips off.
In that case, I better move my lips so they're harder to hit.
Goodness gracious, Anise.
Are you okay? You're shaking.
You guys are so immature.
That's rich coming from you.
Huh. 10 minutes later.
There's nothing to this. You plop down the disc and the stake lands right wherever you put it. After that, it pushes away the crystals and the structures start to settle in. At this rate, we'll be done in no time.
Have you detected any activity from Grave?
Let me check. Someone's attempting to hijack the data. Initiating trace. They're nearby. I'll send you the coordinates.
Here we go.
Coordinates received. Proceeding in that direction.
A moment later. Moon moves out at the front of the group, cautiously surveying the surroundings. Did something happen?
Between Rappy and us?
Yeah.
Didn't you hear me back there? I don't think we should dwell on the past.
Yeah, but I still want to hear it. If that's alright.
What to do? Should I tell them, Rappy?
Fine.
Alright, I'll loosen my lips for old time's sake. The long and short of it is that not much really happened. Rappy joined us shortly after Absolute was formed. She adapted quickly, and before long, we became Elysion's top squad. So much so that the Elysion completely overhauled their standards several times based on our performance. Those were the days.
But then Robbie left.
Anyway, things stayed like that for a while. Then one day, out of nowhere, we got a written notice that Rappy had left Absolute. No explanation whatsoever.
Seriously? That's all?
That's all. You can imagine
I
how
can't remember if that
confused
was
we were.
expanded upon in the
There hadn't been any sign that
Robbie
anything
story
was
back
wrong.
Eunhwa seems particularly peeved with Rappy. Why is that?
She thought that she'd found her perfect partner. She would always say that with Rappy, reclaiming the surface wasn't just a pipe dream. Can you imagine it? Eunhwa putting her arm around someone and giving them a fist bump? Eunhwa didn't just like Rappy. She adored her. Considering how abruptly things ended, I can understand why she's upset.
With her personality, I'd imagine she went off demanding answers.
You know Eunhwa well. She sought Rappy out multiple times after she left, but to no avail. In fact, that's something I always wanted to ask you, Rappy. Why didn't you meet with her? Were you busy? I was avoiding her. Huh? What? Why? Because I felt bad. Oh,
Figures to be that.
you're a coward.
Esty.
You're right.
Rappy, have you ever told Eunhwa that you're sorry? So you haven't.
Guess that's
Don't
a starting
worry.
point.
I'm not going to ask why. But you ought to know that if you don't give a proper goodbye, there's no closure. No matter what the reason is. You have to close the book on that chapter. Only then can you move on and start anew.
I know.
We'll figure it out, Rappy. We'll make amends somehow. Whether or not we will accept that is
Let
another
us
thing
get off
entirely.
to a beautiful start.
Everything superfluous will be banished from paradise.
Last slippers, full contact. Tore out. All sorted.
Oh man, it's gotta recover fast. Cover goes down so easily in this.
Everything superfluous will be banished from paradise. Return to
Marin,
where
if
you
you
belong.
please, get rid of these shields.
Now is the time of true beauty.
Oh man, they knocked out two full covers in that one.
Rapture's eliminated.
210.
Here we go.
Ooh, another one.
On my way.
Loving how they're changing the field like this in the real story. In the maps like this. Super cool. Piling project number 30. Move to the surface for final testing. PBZ 18883 desert area. Construction not possible. Reason material shortage and unit loss due to rapture attack. SBV 85.1 move to a nutrient-rich forest for material procurement. Construction halted. Reason material sabotage shortage. Note. Confirm that organic materials alone are insufficient. Tests temporarily suspended. Did other people try to build here before?
Very well. Moving out.
Should I begin?
Very well.
I'm glad I was able to protect.
Here we go.
It is not become.
Encounter.
It is not what a truly beautiful story.
On my way.
Coming.
It's already at 37.6. It's really climbing up fast.
Here we go.
Unhwa,
What's all the fuss? I'm right here.
everyone, stay low.
Oh, here we go.
Grave detected. Up ahead.
Ahead of us, Grave places the coffin amongst a pile of various mechanical devices. We watch for a while, and Grave simply stares at the coffin without moving an inch. She appears to, for some reason, which remains unclear, be exhausted.
I'm not detecting any raptures nearby. The likelihood of an encounter is quite low.
We have the advantage. We should attack.
Let me try talking to her first.
Don't be a fool. We're dealing with a hostile force here.
I'm not so sure of that. Besides, she seems to be running on empty.
I'll aim for her legs. After that, you...
No.
We've been spotted.
Gah. Not what you done, Nuwa. Grave takes aim at us.
Damn, she's good.
Take cover!
Your shiny head gave us
What
away,
are
Unhwa.
those? Explosives?
They appear to be homemade. The explosions aren't stable.
Here comes another one.
Damn, she does not want us to get close.
I'm going in. Cover me.
Gotcha.
What are you even carrying around a gun for? Is that just for show?
Sometimes.
Silence.
Flames spew from the barrel of Grave's weapon.
This is gonna be a direct hit.
Intercept.
The bullet fired by Grave explodes midair. Grave fires another volley.
On track for an indirect impact.
Intercept.
Bullet once again explodes in midair.
Get her off balance.
Got it.
Bessie fires a missile, which lands in front of Grave and explodes. Even as Grave staggers, she continues to aim her weapon at us.
A miss. There's an opening.
I'll give it to Absolute, they are good at what they do. Grave fires off a shot, which veers wildly into the air and explodes. At the same time, Umo gets into position and fires her weapon. Grave legs jerk back. Grave falls to one knee. She attempts to raise her weapon at us, but doesn't appear to have the strength and is unable to stand.
Impressive. You took her down with one shot.
Emma, keep your eyes peeled.
Roger.
All right. You, idiot. Go.
Me? Me?
I think it means me.
I'm talking to weakling. Go talk to her.
Unhwa.
I'm not exactly sure what you hope to accomplish, but go. You've got a knack for talking to people, so I'll give you a chance. I'm warning you, though. The moment I detect you're in danger, I'm stepping in.
But our orders are to take her by force or eliminate her.
I'll take responsibility for what happens. Now go.
Thank you.
Commander. Let's go together.
No, you should stay here. I don't want you to lose control and get us into another brawl unexpectedly.
Roger.
I raise both my hands and slowly approach Grave. Sorry we couldn't meet again under better circumstances, but... Hi, Grave.
You.
Yes, it's me, the human.
Stop. I'll kill you.
How many warnings are you going to give me? Is that a heretic you're carrying inside there?
Heretic? That's not the name.
Then what should I call her?
Don't need to know.
She's fired up. To be fair, I'd be more weirded out if she wasn't acting hostile towards me. I have to proceed with extreme caution. Grace swings her weapon within an inch of my face. I can feel the air blowing across my tip of my nose as it passes by.
Don't come closer.
Can't we talk? A dull metallic clicking sounds from Grave's hand.
Won't let anyone take this. I'd rather do it myself.
What's she doing? Wait. She's self-destructing.
Commander!
Oh boy. We're not after the coffin.
I'm sorry. Sin...
Aw.
What is this ludicrous display?
Whoa, who are you?
Blowing yourself up isn't the answer, you fool.
Behemoth? Who the heck are you?
The four beasts.
The what? Oh, that's, this looks bad. I have never seen this character before in my life. Wow. The giant clamp-like object slams Grave to the ground. Grave becomes motionless. You...
What do we have here? A man?
What the? Why is she reacting like this?
Commander!
Robbie rushes in. She quickly closes the distance.
Oh, so fast.
Hellboy. Now the clamp detaches itself from the woman's back and shoots towards Roppy. Roppy catches the clamp with her hands, her feet digging into the ground from its tremendous strength. She's already going red from just this.
Wow, you're able to block this?
Who are you?
Behemoth. The four beasts shall descend upon the earth. They will tear up the ground, flood it with water, blot out the sky, and incinerate it with blue flame.
Blue flame, huh?
Have you ever heard this verse?
No.
No.
Of course you haven't, because I made it up.
Kinda guessed that. Behemoth's clamp pushes Roppy to the ground and begins to crush her.
What is this?
Stay down. Good girl.
Why'd you say it like that?
Rappy!
No!
No!
I should not be... Don't get distracted, don't get distracted, don't... The motionless underneath the clamp. Is she unconscious?
We've got to kill this thing.
Everyone, concentrate fire.
I'm just reading the subtitles and just reading the words, I swear. Nikke still over Nikke. Behemoth raises one of the clamps and slams to the ground. Oh, but God, that's bad. When the clamps come back up, it's carrying
Let's see you try.
it's carrying a chunk of crystal so enormous that I can't see either end of it.
And dodge this.
Everyone, get down!
Commander! No!
And Issa Neon runs toward me. And then everything goes black. Behemoth slams the crystal on the ground, sending shattering crystals fragments flying everywhere, along with the heaps of dust which obscure my view. It's as if a bomb went off. Amongst the dirt and debris, I see Behemoth clamping onto Grave's coffin. For some reason, Behemoth is treating it like a prized treasure.
Finally. Give it back. No.
Another plume of dust comes rushing in, obscuring my vision. I crouch down and shut my eyes, trying to process everything that's unfolding before me. A moment later...
We have to follow them.
Agreed.
Awfully calm and jaunty
Don't
tune
act
for
like
just
you
what
have a say in
happened.
the matter after that embarrassing display.
And you would have done better, Uma. Shifty, what can you tell us about that Behemoth and Grave movements?
Tracked a signal that's inching along. I suspect that's Grave. I assume that she's injured.
You did shoot her in the
one
leg.
calling herself Behemoth, it's strange. I'm not getting any readings from her at all. Even when she was directly in front of you, I wasn't getting anything.
Some kind of stealth protocol?
I'm not sure.
Could she be a heretic?
She
Something else
must be.
entirely.
And most likely the one who calls the shots here.
Let's track Grave first. I saw Behemoth take the coffin. Grave values that coffin more than anything. We would do anything to get it back. If we follow Grave, she's sure to find us Behemoth too.
That's a sound plan. Let's move.
Alright. Tracking Grave now.
This took a crazy turn I was not expecting at all. I was not expecting to run into a new character out here in the middle of nowhere, where we already have so much going on. But I'm here for it. I'm excited. satisfying learning about the people behind the crystals, at least, it seems.
Next.
I wonder, though, they seem to be a different faction than I'm willing to bet that they're a different faction from the Queen and the other heretics we know. That's how I assume, at least. Until we find out more. Where exactly they fall in line, though, is... well, it's at I look forward to finding out.
Everything superfluous will be banished from paradise.
Last slippers, full contact. Pour out.
I'll see it through.
All sorted.
And it's Behemoth that she wants Cinderella. I guess
I should start preparing for the next
time
class.
to guess. I guess these 4 beasts, they want to revive Anachiro themselves. And actually revive her as Anachiro, if I had to guess.
Very well. Moving out.
They are humanity.
Moving.
Rapture's Elysium!
Encounter.
Here we go!
What a truly beautiful story this was. I am most pleased with it. It is not becoming to rush. I will go slowly.
It's just such a cool
my
shift
way.
I wasn't expecting.
Coming. On my way. I should start preparing for the
It is not becoming
keep
to
going, keep
rush.
going.
It is not. I
Push
shall
on
Grant
through.
you victory, Yorker.
Moving. Should I begin? On my way.
Rapture's eliminated! Here we go! Very well.
Encounter.
Oh man, they breached 38,000 power. I'm about to have to upgrade. Nah. Why don't I do that now before I get stopped later? Question is, what can I do? No, got that now, I guess. Guess I'll do that real quick while I'm out here. Who knows, maybe I'll get a limit break for one of my team members that I really need. Oh, there's something. Just one.
What are you?
Tetra. Ah, Romani.
Your personal trainer. Are you ready?
Okay, nice to have you, Romani, but don't have time for you right now, unfortunately. Alright, what can I do? What can I do? Just need a little bit more power to get through this. It's a little something. They all have cubes with them. Ella doesn't have a cube. Let's see. Burst charge. What does this one do? Burst gauge filling speed. Those are the other. What do the others have? You have the quick reload. That's good.
Would you care?
You also have the quick reload. You have the burst charge up. You also need something, I assume. What would work for them? Magazine up. Sure, go and take it. And Marciana, you can take... Which one was there? Hit rate, yeah. Alright, that's a little something. I'm at 38.5. Don't have a lot of equipment I can use for upgrades. Leg. really out of materials for upgrades. That brings it to 38.8. I've already upgraded their skills as much as I could. I guess that the only thing I really can do left is upgrade their collection items. Which I also still don't have a lot of. Let's try it. Hopefully I can get lucky. Alright, good. Cinderella. Cool, cool. And Eleg. This should hopefully get us by for now. Not that time. Come on. Get lucky just one more time. Thank you. Now we're at... Oh, we're just about there. We're almost at 400,000. Perfect, perfect. That is more than enough for now. That'll definitely get us through the rest.
They are humanity's moving.
Dragging yourself along, Grave? Need a hand? Definitely drives her incapacitated leg. After limping like this for some time, Grave arrives at a place with a throne fashioned out of crystal.
Oh, I'm glad you're here.
Man, you're quite the intimidating
I brought
sight.
this all the way over here. But silly me, I'm not sure how to open it.
Pino taps the coffin with her fingers.
Don't touch it.
If I open this, the old veteran you think so highly of bites the dust, right? So, how do you open it? Biometric readings, perhaps? Come over here. If you open this for me and leave, I'll let you live.
Give it back.
You can't keep living like this.
Yeah, she's
I
gonna.
pity you, truly. You're a sight for sore eyes. That's why I'll set you free, if you listen to me.
I don't need it.
How much longer do you think you can last with that rotting body of yours? Why don't you go somewhere nice to live out the rest of your life? Don't waste what few days you have left trying to change the past and doing something no one but you cares about.
No one will understand. That's why I'm doing it. Everyone needs to know. I have to rewrite it.
Rewrite their story. Give it a
You can
happy
be quite
ending.
frustrating, you know. What,
Write that
pray
beautiful
tell,
story.
do you intend on rewriting?
Everything. I will rewrite everything.
Grave leans against the wall and lifts her weapon. With a resounding crack, she fires. This only elicits laughter from Behemoth.
You fool. That's not going to work.
Behemoth clamps deflects the bullet. She begins to slowly walk towards Grave.
Die.
If even Grave can't do damage to this girl, then... Grave fires a continuous volley of bullets, but Behemoth deflects all of them with a clamp.
No, no, no. That is the most powerful weapon which you possess, but you have no idea how to properly wield it. I assume it didn't belong to you originally. You see? All you're capable of is soiling other people's prized possessions.
Shut up.
What an annoying fly you are. flitting about.
Uh-oh. Crystals begin to grow from underneath Grave's feet. The sharp, spear-like crystal stops short of touching Grave.
Don't move. 1 inch in any direction, and you'll be run clean through. You don't have nearly enough power to stop these.
So you aren't controlling them. Grave wildly swings her weapon. The crystals rising around Grave's body shatter and scatter all over. Behemoth's head jerks to the side after being hit with a weapon. Man, she just did not care.
Really?
Behemoth's clamp slams Grave against the wall.
My, whatever should I do? Asking nicely hasn't done anything. Threatening to kill you has proved fruitless. Even roughing you up was ineffective. How can I get you to talk, hmm?
I'll never talk.
Ooh, this is becoming a real headache. Should I, perhaps, try corruption? No, that would scramble your brain, and you'd be useless to me.
So you can also induce corruption?
Stay right there for a moment. Let me think.
Crystals and corruption, man.
Visual confirmation on Behemoth and Grave. They don't seem to be getting along too well.
She appears to be capable of controlling the crystals.
I bet she rules over this place. And that clamp! It's remarkable. Not only can it deflect bullets, it also put Rappy out of commission. Oh, sorry.
This is definitely not looking good. We'll have to launch a surprise attack. Prioritize securing Grave in the coffin, if at all possible. And if at all possible, avoid direct confrontation with the heretic.
Commander.
I know what you're worried about, Robbie, but do you feel you understand what kind of person Grave is?
I understand all too well. She's attempting to resurrect Anichiro. Worst comes to worst, there might be 2 heretics. If that happens, our chances of success are...
Be that as it may, I still want to try talking to her. Please just trust me on this. Nothing bad is going to happen.
If you say so. Alright.
You, questioning orders. I thought your greatest attribute was simply doing what you were told.
Not now.
Hold on. There's one more. Clamming up when you know you're at a disadvantage. That means I don't have to waste time bickering with you. It's nice.
It'd be nicer if you shut up right now, Una.
Let's go.
It's time I teach all of you a lesson.
Alright, team, do what you can do.
Might, everything superfluous will be banished from paradise. Glass slippers, full contact. Pour out. I'll see it through.
Cape bombers. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Now we just had to go for a Dorothy. Power through it. Power through it. We'll shine. Okay, maybe not. Goodness gracious. Bad timing on all fronts there for that.
I will send you off without pain.
And both of those leeches have had to collect Marion too.
Everything superfluous will be banished from paradise.
Return to where you belong.
Now is the time of true beauty.
Erase them. Ah. Leave Dorothy alone.
Hold on a little longer.
Hurry.
Everything superfluous will be banished from paradise. Time for class to begin.
Jesus Christ, she's barely got that off.
Last slippers, full contact. Pour out. Almost see it through.
There she goes. At least you clearly see. Bombers and leeches make for a bad combo.
What a truly beautiful story this was. I am most pleased with it.
EXAs, blah blah. Seem to be about halfway through now.
Should I begin?
Moving.
What a truly beautiful story this was. I am most pleased with it.
Very well.
They are humanity's...
Here we go.
I should start preparing for the next moving. On my way.
What are you detecting?
It is not becoming to rush.
Coming. Moving.
That really stings, you know.
So we can do
Emma,
damage to her.
Confirm the point of impact.
Direct hit to the head.
What the hell is this thing?
Bestie, the clamp.
On it. Missile container online. Firing missiles now. Eat this.
Barrage of missiles launched from Bestie's back.
Would you look at that? So many.
There's a resounding explosion and Behemoth is enveloped by smoke.
Your aim is as accurate as always.
Counters, go! Don't get caught by the clamp.
Roger.
Let's go.
Counters rush toward the now thinning smoke. At this point, we have to do our best to avoid any direct confrontation. All that swirling smoke is sure to obscure their vision. We have to be quick and get both Grave and the coffin. Rapidly expand crystals surge among the ground. They got an ominous crack as they race toward the counters.
What the?
I'm hit.
Hell no.
Where are they coming from?
Impact sites are Rappy's right hand and left arm, both of Neon's legs and Anisa's right thigh.
That's bad. Shut down the power to those areas.
What the hell is she? How does she have such control over the crystals?
Sensing movement up ahead to the left.
Time to destroy this thing.
If you
Bestie's
don't
angry.
mind, I'm in the middle of having a conversation.
What is this? The crystals expand rapidly and along with a sinister crackling sound, surround us. The razor-sharp crystalline thorns hang ominously in the air. A threat that they could pierce through us at any moment if we're given the wrong move.
I guess it'd be a good idea to stay still.
Nobody move. The crystals are too close.
She's playing with us.
She's coming over here.
The thick smoke begins to dissipate. Behemoth walks towards us without casting so much as a glance at Grave, who's still pinned to the ground. She smiles.
Now, nobody move, please. You.
Porqué?
Yes, you. You're the commander, are you not? I only want to hear from you. The rest of you keep quiet.
Everyone stay calm and do what she says.
What are you doing here? Are you trying to apprehend me? Or that pathetic piece of waste over there?
You
can
were in an
take her,
unexpected encounter
but the
here.
coffin stays with me.
Are you a heretic?
Yes.
Are you in charge of this place?
Yes.
What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same thing. This is my land. My secret garden. And you're intruding. It's high time I ask you what you're doing here.
We're interested in the grave and the coffin.
Grave? Oh, her? A fitting name indeed for her. But why the coffin? Do you know what this is?
Somewhat. It contains a heretic named Michiro. Now that I have a closer look at Behemoth, I can clearly make out a black liquid which is coursing through her body. Perhaps this is what gives her such remarkable defensive capabilities.
You knew. Color me surprised. What do you want with Anichiro?
We want to make her an ally.
Oh. Are you being serious?
Yeah?
Do you even fully realize what this thing inside the coffin is?
No, to be perfectly honest, we're not entirely sure. What we do know is that everyone is doing their utmost to get their hands on it.
Well, let me fill you in. She's our predecessor. The original fusion. Both our origin and the genesis of our legend.
Ah, that I
Our
do not
ancestor.
know. So you have respect for your elders. How nice of you.
Yes, indeed. We're kind of in the middle of something. And we could really use her help. That's why I'm doing this.
You said we could use your help, so you're not operating alone.
No. There are 4 of us, including myself. We call ourselves the 4 Beasts. Catchy name, don't you think?
Easy to remember, at least. 4 heretics.
Unfortunately for me, I'm in a bit of a pickle, since I can't get this coffin open. If I'm too rough with it and try to bash it open, it'll kill Anichiro. However, you work with all sorts of high-tech gadgets, don't you?
Maybe.
Help us open that thing.
What did we get in return?
Let's see. What could I offer you?
You're gonna say our lives, aren't you?
How about some more information on the crystal? I'm sure you're rather curious about a mysterious entity like this, which you haven't seen before.
Something tells me you don't know much about it either.
Don't be stupid. You saw for yourself how I can control them. We're the ones who created these things. Partly by chance, sure. But hey, it's working out.
So not intentional, huh? Casting a quick glance around me. In the midst of the dense gathering of crystals surrounding us, I notice a slight gap close to me. This should be...
What do you say? Do we have a deal? I'm giving you a golden opportunity to do a great thing for humanity, which I know is your thing.
Can I have some time to think?
Patience is normally not one of my virtues. But since this is a rare opportunity, I'll wait. In the meantime, you have something I want.
What's that? I relax my body so that I'm able to dart away at the moment's notice. I have something you want? We only just met.
Yes, and as for what it is... Saying it out loud is a bit awkward.
It's not my blood, is it? Pima hesitates and turns her head back to us.
How should I put this?
Unwa, chest!
What?
Sorry, I meant disc!
What are you two yelling about?
Ah, the A-pillar. With flicker wrist, Unwa tosses me a disc. I catch and hurl toward the small opening in the crystalline cage. Mana, shifty!
3 A-pillars headed your way.
Coming in at maximum speed.
What are you doing?
Everyone, brace for impact!
A-pillar landing confirmed.
Skipping activation for sequence condition check. Proceeding straight to art creation sequence.
Good counter. Structure sequence start to expand. Smart commander. Pushing inside the crystals surrounding us.
What is this?
Need to know basis, and you don't need to know.
Anise charges forward and bends down, tackling Behemoth's legs. Aim for the abdomen. Anise's charge. Anise's charge causes Behemoth to lose her balance and stumble to the ground. At the same time, Neon rushes in to fire her weapon at Behemoth's stomach. It's working. Robbie, you're up.
Roger.
Rappy leaps up in the air and rotates her body to deliver a powerful roundhouse kick. Just as he's about to make contact,
You've all underestimated me.
Behemoth's clamps surge to force to intercept Rappy.
What's happening? Why can't I move?
Oh, good work,
You
team.
could stand to reinforce your joints a bit, you freak.
Thanks for the...
Oh. Rappy delivers a forceful kick to Behemoth's abdomen, which sends her staggering backwards. Seizing the moment, Vessi takes
You're
aim.
on track for a direct hit. Take the shot.
Take this!
Good work, team. Vessi fires a volley of missiles, which slam directly into Behemoth. A massive explosion rocks the area, sending smoke and debris flying. Now, secure the coffin and grave and then withdraw.
Got it. This feels a bit weird. Like we're a bunch of robbers or something. Don't say that. Now I feel kind of guilty.
Less talking, more running.
Securing escape route. Follow my instructions.
Rappy springs over to the coffin and stands before it. Rappy, we have to secure the coffin. Don't destroy it.
If I force it open, Anichiro will die.
Rappy, not now. Hold it together.
My treasure.
You can come with his grave.
Please. Return it.
I thought you passed out.
I must return it.
Return to where?
Please. Wait. My idol. My dream.
Oh, this is sad.
Damn it.
Rappy? Rappy lifts both the coffin and graves and mushes forward. We gotta book it out of here now. She's gonna be pissed. She's absolutely gonna be pissed at us.
I guess I have no choice but to fight.
Don't come back. Just shoot him down as fast as you can.
Everything superfluous will be banished from
Shoot him
paradise.
down. Shoot them all down.
Last slippers,
Full contact.
pour out. Time to finish this.
This story is getting so good. So many things happening at once. It's so impactful.
Preparing
Intense.
to reload.
Oh, but they're hurting.
Everything superfluous will be banished from
They're
paradise.
hurting us bad.
Time for class to begin. Return to where you belong. Pay attention in class. Just a little more.
Got through that shield. Alright, let's move. Keep going. Keep running. Fast as we can. Someone help Rappy carry these. Someone help Rappy carry those belongings. Ooh.
Moving.
Here we go.
Where's this shiny, though?
It is not becoming to rush. I will go slowly.
Oh, I cannot see that. Oh, that's
Here we
no wonder I
go.
couldn't see it. It's right on the crystal. Jeez.
Moving.
That's just unfair. Piloting project number 21. We fired test pilots 3 times at the coordinates where the disc was placed. All 3 tests failed due to operator errors. 3 nearby researchers were injured as a result. Suggests incorporating an essential training course for operators. You know, I'm suddenly reminded. Back in the last stage, we had those messages left by some unnamed person. Could it possibly be that the unnamed person from those messages is one of these heretics, possibly Behemoth
On
herself?
my way.
Because she was
They
here
are
when like the Harmony
humanity's
Cube was like
enemy.
forming and
Moving.
acting, so
I shall
think
grant
that's
you victory.
very
It
likely.
is not becoming to rush.
Coming.
On my way.
That wouldn't be the first time we had sort of
Very well.
hints towards
Moving out.
other Nikkes through like those
Moving.
onstage collectibles.
Moving.
That's how we first heard about Grave, after all. A Nikke walking around with a coffin, they called
Very
it.
well. Moving out.
It is not.
Should I begin? On my way.
I'm glad I was able to protect everyone.
Here we go.
They are very. What a truly beautiful story.
Moving. Coming.
On my way.
I should start preparing
Keep
for the
powering
It is
through.
not becoming to rush.
Boom, girl to the rescue!
moving.
I shall grant you victory, Your Grace. Very well. Moving out. Here we go.
Based on the amount of collectibles I have, I'm getting close
Here
to
we
the
go.
end.
What a truly beautiful story this was. I am most pleased with it.
On my way.
Coming.
It is not.
Rapture's eliminated!
Moving. On my way.
Coming.
On my way.
I shall grant you victory, Your Grace.
Over there. I don't really care to do EX stages anymore. They're not worth the trouble a
It
lot of
is
the
not
time.
becoming to rush.
There's only a few
I will
crystals,
go
and I'm not
slowly.
exactly lacking for them right now.
Here we go.
Tiling project number 30-1. Move to the surface to continue test number 30. NJK 2.0. Derelict City. Construction successful. Materials abundant. Note: reconstruction signals detected near the coordinates of PBZ 18883. From test number 30. Awaiting confirmation. First phase of testing complete.
Here we go.
They are humanity.
Moving.
Rapture's eliminated!
Very well. Moving out.
Here we go.
Coming.
We're at the end here already.
Eliminated!
Moving.
There's one shining right there, which I won't be able to walk. I'll have to collect it afterward, but I guess I missed one along the way. Oh well.
Here we go.
Coming.
That
It is not becoming to rush.
open that up.
I will go slowly.
Let's loop back around, huh?
Here we go.
Did you?
Alright,
It is
well,
not
that-
becoming to rush.
Let's go and get
I
out of
will
here and
go
wrap this
slowly.
chapter up.
Should I begin?
It is not becoming to rush. I will go slowly.
Are you returning?
Yes, Gray was sustained heavy injuries.
Then I suggest you pick up the pace. The crystal chamber is approaching.
Another one?
It is emitting large amounts of electromagnetic waves, which I believe is due to the increased computational load on the Harmony Cube. It should arrive in about 20 minutes.
Wonderful. Third one that got shoot down. We'll
Please
hurry.
do.
I turn back to look at the group. Grave, who's unconscious, is being held up by Anise and Neon. Emma carries a coffin. Robbie continues to silently remain silent. Come on, everyone, we gotta hurry.
Weakling. What exactly happened back there?
A lot of stuff. Where do you want to start? You mean with Behemoth? I guess that the black liquid flowing through her body serves as a defensive purpose. I noticed that there wasn't any around her abdomen, so I suggested concentrating our attack on that area, and it panned out.
I was referring to what you said to me before asking for the disc, moron.
Oh, that's just a slip of the tongue. Freudian slip, you could say. Sorry about that.
I must admit, finding out the heretic's weakness and using the stakes as an offensive weapon. That was pretty impressive. It's about time you showed some improvement.
Genuine praise. How rare. Thanks.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. Unhwa giving a compliment?
Huh?
Is something wrong, Vesti?
Unhwa's face. I remember that expression.
Yes. Me too.
It was when she used to be with Rappy. She always used to have that expression. It's nice to see it again after so long.
Yeah. It is.
I presume it's likely that Behemoth is going to be chasing after us?
Very likely.
Most likely, considering she's after the coffin. I don't know about you, but I'm starting to feel a bit scared. How come? It's my first time seeing a heretic, let alone a high-ranking one.
What do you mean? We fought Marin
What's
before.
there to be scared of? You've got us and the rest of Absolute
We also fought
alongside
Nihilister.
you.
What do you mean first heretic?
You mean you're not afraid? Of course not. Well...
This is our
maybe
third heretic.
a little bit. That at least doesn't make me feel so bad. It's just that everyone looks so cool and composed. I was starting to worry I was the only one who was freaking out. I'm worried too, but we've got to stay strong. I know, you're right.
Alright, we gotta shoot down our crystal chamber. Look, I really like the boss theme too, but... Come on now. Alright, third time's the charm. Hope it stays down this time. Or we don't get another one spawn on us.
Preparing to reload. Everything superfluous will be banished from paradise.
Let him have it, girls.
Return to where you belong.
Now is the time of true beauty.
My god, I have 100 health bars. No, that's not good. It's not breaking, it's not breaking.
Everything superfluous will be banished from paradise.
Not gonna be able to break that one down.
Time for class to begin.
Good cover.
Glass slippers, full contact. Pour out.
Pay attention in class.
Making good progress. Ooh, nice one.
Everything superfluous will be banished from paradise. Return to where you
Never
belong.
giving up.
See it through.
This is a cool boss fight, I definitely gotta say. Nah. None of that. Not happening. Halfway there. Almost. Come on. Almost. Ooh, just barely. Thank you, Marion. That's why you're my favorite.
Everything superfluous will be banished from paradise. Time for class to begin.
Glass slippers, full contact. Pour out.
Gonna start that second phase soon.
Now is the
Here it is.
time of true beauty.
Ah, boy. Yeah,
Everything superfluous will be banished from paradise.
out of my sight.
Return
Shoot
to
that thing
where you
down.
belong.
I don't have to tank a hit from that.
See it through.
Good job. Almost there. Last 100. Oh, 20. Almost. Ah. Ooh.
Everything superfluous
This should do
will
it.
be banished from
Last
paradise.
volley.
Glass slippers, full contact. Pour out.
Down goes crystal chamber number 3.
I shall grant you victory, Your Grace.
Ah.
I don't mean to lecture you, but next time, you would do well to check your surroundings before engaging in combat. That last skirmish ended up severely damaging many of our supplies and equipment.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind next time I get cornered by a heretic. How's Grape holding up?
Her external injuries are not severe. I can do basic first aid, so I was able to conduct the necessary repairs.
Great, thank you.
However, I did notice something unusual while I was conducting the repairs.
And that is...
Grave is a mass-produced Nikke.
What?
But what does that mean?
Not only that, but her body is one of the first models ever made. It's well over 100 years old.
Yep, we knew that. Is a mass-produced model even capable of lasting that long?
Apparently so, by virtue of the fact that she's here in front of us. If we do a brain scan, we could find out more.
Probably best not to do that.
Unfortunately, we don't have the necessary equipment on hand to do that. As for the coffin and strange weapon of hers, we should be able to open both of them, since their security levels aren't that high. Should I open them?
No, I think we should leave it for now.
Understood.
When do you think she'll come to?
I've given her some sedatives. If we want her to wake up, all we have to do is administer a stimulant.
We should do that now while we have a
Commander,
chance.
I still have misgivings about this.
I understand where you're coming from, Rappy, but you said you felt this rage well up inside you when you saw Anichiro, didn't you?
Yes. And?
Is that rage entirely your own, or is it just Red Hood's? If that emotion was entirely yours, you would have been smashed that coffin and let Grave there to die. But you did neither of those things. Do you feel it's possible that you mistook Red Hood's memories for your own, and allowed it to influence you emotionally?
If Red Hood felt such rage towards Anichiro, that's all the proof I need.
That's not like you, Rappy. The calm, level-headed Rappy I know wouldn't have gone and said that. Yes, perhaps Red Hood does feel animosity towards Anichiro. Maybe they even came to blows at one point. But many years have passed, and this is all new pure speculation. Perhaps she returned, like Marion did. Think carefully about which emotions you're feeling are truly your own. Just look at Grave and all she's done up until now. Does it really look to you like she's intent on awakening Anichiro?
Going silent again? You never change.
Uma, please.
Okay. Wake her up, Mana.
Rappy.
If she doesn't make any moves, I won't do anything either.
What an obedient follower you are. Just a moment ago, you were champing at the bit to kill her. And now?
Can we do with one
Backing
personal
off like
figuring
a
at a
dog
time?
with its tail between its legs.
I agree with the commander. I'm starting to suspect that Grave's goal isn't to awaken Anichiro.
Explain.
Even when she was injured and knew she didn't stand a chance of winning, she hunted Behemoth down to get the coffin back. It's clear that she values that coffin more than her own life. She referred to it as a treasured possession. I don't know how to explain it. But I'm getting the feeling that she in fact isn't attempting to awaken a heretic which will end up being a threat to mankind. She has too much of a one-track mind. Yes, that's how it's been from the start. The reason she was hostile towards us was because I pulled the trigger first. I let my emotions get the better of me. And I wasn't thinking. Don't get me wrong. It's not that all my suspicions are alleviated. Maybe she does have a one-track mind, and her goal is to awaken the heretic. Who knows? Nonetheless, I believe we can attempt to reason with her. If it turns
That's
out
all
that
I
I've
wanted to
misread
hear,
the
Rappy.
situation, then I will apologize to her.
Very well.
Go ahead and wake her up, Mana.
All right. I'll administer the stimulant.
It's alright, Grape. It's alright. Grape bolts upright and her eyes dart around frantically. When she catches sight of her weapon in the coffin, she bolts toward the coffin. After inspecting the coffin briefly, she carries it again. Although she eyes it cautiously, she's obviously nervous beyond all measure. Grave, calm down. I'm not going to do anything to you. Let's just talk.
Cut the crap.
You sound a lot different than before.
What did you do to me?
She can speak well
Your
now.
language circuits were deteriorating from old age, so I replaced them.
Well, thanks, Mana. That'll certainly make things a lot easier for us to communicate. My beast.
It is not becoming to rush. I will go slowly.
Oh man, what a turn this has taken. Oh, not at all suspecting to run into something like that out of nowhere. And we're still just around here, this area. But, that's already one chapter done. And considering the strength level that this has been going through, I'm gonna have to really dedicate some more time to finding some better upgrades for everyone. I'm gonna breach that 4,000 power mark soon. But yeah. This is really shaping up better. I've been looking forward to getting to Grabe and Cinderella and all this for so long. I did not know that was going to involve a new band of heretics with it either, so this is just awesome to find out. But yeah, for now, I'm going to swap games over.